But do you expect a consumer brand, because from a VC point of view, do you expect a $2 billion outcome?
Selectively, but I expect many more $300 to $500 million outcomes right now, maybe even $100 to $300 million outcomes right now. As GDP gets to 5 to 6, see, this will, Chirag, you were saying earlier that some of these things surprise on the upside. I think what will surprise people on the upside is people have not seen when GDP per capita crosses 2,500. Something major unlocks. What unlocks is roti, kapda, makan becomes
taken care of.
and then people start going into that. Incremental spending grows at 3 to 4x nominal GDP at a market level. That means you will see luxury brands as a category growing at 30 to 40%. Now within that, if you're a disruptor, you could grow 100%. No? But at the same time, these businesses, if built well, should not be blitz scale. They should be compounders.
2-3x max.
2-3x year over year, maintain your economics.
But Chirag,
don't become profitable too quickly.
Oh,
I'll give you another
we'll have a fight on the board then.
I'll give you another stat. Our beauty portfolio, guess what sales number they're doing?
Total beauty portfolio, at least few thousand crores, like 3-4 thousand crores.
Brand.com.
Brand.com. Okay, that's 600-700 crores.
Yeah. So imagine these are all digital first brands.
Yeah.
Are doing upwards of 500 crores a month. That kind of a number.
By the way, just to give the right sense of scale to the audience, how much GMV are we driving? Because we spoke about millions of dollars of revenues, but we should talk about what is the actual scale of our business in terms of shoppers, and your view, by the way, on overall for the audience, e-commerce ka kya scale hai and what is happening?
So we are what, 700 million smartphones in India, 500 million odd UPI users, 250 million total e-commerce shoppers. We have till date seen more than or close to 110 million shoppers till date.
Wow.
So since epoch. From a GMV point of view, we do close to $1.5 billion of GMV processing today, and that continues to surprise us from when we started.
Yeah.
Across, and I've told this that we see at least this industry starting to exhibit a bit of restaurant industry type behavior. A lot of fragmentation will come in. Lot of brands will start to do 2-3 crores a month. I remember this figure used to be 50 lakhs.
50 lakhs, then 1 crore, yeah.
It has moved to 2 crores.
Yeah.
I keep hearing in different forums, 2 crore to sab kar lete hain.
No, dude, we are thinking 5 crores now.
So, I am just surprised by even beauty, we used to compare that. I think with Indonesia, we are 1/4, 1/5 in terms of total beauty spends per capita. With US, we are 1/10, and with Saudi, we are, I think, some 1/50th. So imagine the scope which is there, and I am already appalled by the number.
Yeah.
That who's consuming? We were debating that who's consuming, but it's on fire.
It's the aspiration set. I think one of the consumer VCs had told me this, that in tier 2 India, because of social media and everything, the aspirations are set at a global level. Everybody is watching the same Netflix or whatever, but their purchasing power has been limited so far. So as that purchasing power also starts showing up, this will just explode.
I'll add one more before you come in.
Yeah.
I think we were discussing this, that if anyone's thinking about starting a brand.com, I think what we have also realized is that women have more propensity to buy outside of Amazon, Flipkart versus men, right? So in our power shoppers, we are seeing, in the overall base, 30% are women. In power shopper, 65% are women.
Wow.
Imagine it is flipped.
Very interesting stuff.
So very interesting, essential categories you don't start a D2C, men are difficult to, please, or they induce demand. Women just want to, I think it's necessity for them to, try out beauty products, etc., etc. So that was quite, at least, very counter for me also.
Yeah. The other point that I was going to say on this tier 2, tier 3, to your point on aspiration, what people miss is aggregates are very misleading. Same GDP per capita in a tier 2, tier 3 cities is a lot more disposable income.
For sure.
But वो सोचते नहीं हैं लोग. So then there people are surprised कि यार tier 2, tier 3 इतना क्यों grow हो रहा है? Because जो 10 लाख, 15 लाख वहाँ बना रहा है, उसका rent, all the basic necessities are much cheaper.
Much better.
So the disposable income is going to be, you'll see that continue at a very high pace.